Hi everyone, welcome to the Letterside Lounge. My name is Summer Joy, and I am currently a college journalism student. I'm here with my dad. Bang,
One
bang.
last match is coming
One last match.
for Mick Foley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Now, I think it should be 3. Because I think he should finish up with that belt. And he just has to work with people that can work with him.
Wow.
And no super hard bumps.
Yeah.
No ridiculous bumps.
Yeah.
Oh, the Red Baron's still buzzing us. We're going to be racing the heat, guys, because we just turned the air conditioning off.
Yeah.
But I wanted to comment on that because I just heard about it.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm excited.
Just no ridiculous. He's got to pass a physical.
Okay.
Everyone's still waiting on, apparently.
All right.
Just no ridiculous bumps. That's not necessary.
Yeah.
Not at this point.
No.
But 3 matches with people that could work with you and finishing up with MJF who can work with them.
Mm-hmm.
Those MJF can put on a great match.
Yeah, he can. He can.
What do you got, pal? What are we reviewing? Dynamite?
Yes, we're going to run through.
Dynamite. That reminds me of old good times. Which goes right along with what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah. So this week's Dynamite felt lighter than last week's, but last week's was also a 3-hour show, and it was coming off a pay-per-view, so it was just like nonstop. This felt like a much more manageable pace for everybody, but it was an incredible show. So we kicked off with an earlier in the day segment with Rush and Renee Paquette, and Renee Paquette was asking Rush about his match later in the night with MJF and how it's going to be, it's like his biggest match of his career and how he's never had a title shot before, so this is his first one. And then Rush was talking about how he's beat everybody, he's been winning his matches, and he's finally got his shot. He's going to fight for his people, his family, his pride, all the things. And then he says, you mess with the bull, and then MJF comes out and he's like, you want to finish your stupid catchphrase? And then, so then they start brawling a little bit. And then it turns out that is what caused the match to then be turned into a no countouts.
Can I just say something about this MJF character? He's buzzing us.
Oh my goodness.
We're racing it. Did I say we're racing the heat? I let everybody know we turned the AC off in the barn, so we're going to be speeding because it's mid-90s. I don't get the character, like, well, he can't be a heel without going all the way to the...
MJF?
Yeah.
I know.
Come on, man. What do you got to go all the way there to be a heel? I don't get it.
I don't either.
It confuses me.
He's much more enjoyable to watch, and I guess that's like the point. Is like he's a heel,
Yeah,
but like he's still a heel if he's not doing all of the over the top things.
He's a heel in matches, which makes those matches great.
Yeah, they're fun to watch.
You have enough talent without going for that costume with them horns on it.
Yeah,
that's too far. It's too far. At least for me. Hey, what the hell do I know? But we can put our 2 cents in. That's what I bought all of this crap for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I just think you're too talented to go that far. Mm-hmm. And it confuses me with the Hebrew stuff. And then we got to go that far. It confuses me a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's too much. I think you ought to drop it, man. Yeah. Just leave it behind. You can be a great heel without that.
I agree.
That match, every match on it. I thought I had a favorite, then another match happened.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead, pal. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm going to step aside now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then Andrade and Rush have a little interaction too. And then Andrade's telling them to do it for the family, do it for anyone who said we can't be champions, show everyone who Rush is. And then the match kicks it off. The Rush versus MJF match kicked off the night, which I thought was a great touch. Because that just, I love when a high stakes match starts everything off.
Me too. Go ahead. No,
Him too. So, let's see. Okay, so Rush is doing his walkout, and they mentioned that he's trying to be the first Mexican man to hold the championship, which I thought was interesting. Very, very interesting.
Noteworthy.
Yeah.
Andrade.
Yep.
Hey.
So, and then MJF has his little walkout, and he's in a little bullfighter getup, which was pretty funny. Nice touch.
He looked good in that. He was all ready for action.
So then they're doing the announcements, and there's a Hangman mention, which I thought was intriguing, to say the least. And then the match kicks off. Very good match. Very fast-paced. Very, like, hard-hitting. All of the things. And then they go to commercial break. And then it's in picture-in-picture. And stuff's clearly happening. And I'm confused. And then they come back. And it turns out that Rush dislocated his shoulder and popped it back in. And the medical staff determined that neither him nor MJF were fit to compete. But then Rush just decked the medical staff. And then the match kept going. So
is that a work, guys, or does he have a shoulder issue? Do you guys know?
Yeah, let us know.
And what'd you think of the night? Start dropping them comments. We really appreciate them. And I'm letting you know, starting this episode, we'll do a little show where we read the comments. Maybe we'll start off with that, or we'll finish up with the comments, something like that.
That sounds good. So then there was a drop kick to the barricade that Rush was trying to peg MJF, but he pegged the barricade instead, and that thing flew open into the crowd. Nice. Like, it was crazy.
That's that dude on the corner there. He looked like he caught a piece of maybe a chair or a piece of something.
Yeah,
or other.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then MJF did a pile driver to Rush on the barricade, and he had a little jump in beforehand.
Yeah.
And it looked rough. It
looked rough for his knees, too.
Yeah. Looked rough for everybody.
Yeah. I heard he might be hurt.
Really?
We'll have to look into that, guys. It was breaking news as you were getting changed, I think.
Yeah. We'll check it out. Let's see.
If you know, let us know.
Yeah. Drop it down below. So MJF put Rush to sleep with the hammerlock crossface. And then you wanted to mention the one last burst of energy that Rush had as he was in the hold, and he was staring up at MJF, and he showed a little defiance at the end.
That was great, man. It was that one last. It was great, man. They were great. Every match in the car was great. And we talk as fast as you can because we're at 8 minutes.
Yep. Well, guess who's slowing me down? No, I'm kidding. So then MJF retained the belt, and then he looked like he was going to keep beating up on Rush, but then Mark Briscoe came running out.
He redeemed himself.
He did. So I love how AEW transitions from match to match.
Are you going to talk about that promo?
That's after the match, though.
Okay.
That's later. Don't jump the gun.
No, you pick right up. Second gear.
Anyway, so the way that AEW transitions from match to match is really fun. It's really fluid. It's like everything's cohesive. It's not just like, all right, this match is over, that's it. Now, here's 10 minutes to not think about anything, and then here's another match. Like, everything flows together. It feels like a show.
The TV show is great.
Yeah.
We haven't been to a live event in a while.
Yeah.
The last one we went to was in Connecticut, and then it didn't go back. There was some kind of something lousy. Something went on there that gave them sour taste or something like that because they haven't been back. No, we went to Newark.
We went to Full Gear.
Oh, that's right.
That was our last show.
That's where Mick Foley's going to be winning that belt. You heard it here first, guys.
Please. Yeah, so Mark Briscoe comes running out, and then the conglomeration comes out to save Mark Briscoe because MJF started beating up on him. And then they transition to the Lio Rush walkout, which the conglomeration was like leaving. And they were like in the walkway, and then somebody figured out, one of them, that if you stand still, Lio Rush can't see you.
Lio Rush brought a character to AEW.
Yeah.
And man, do I appreciate it. Because that match, I watched it again, and then I watched the highlights earlier today.
Yeah.
It's crazy good, man.
Insane.
And it makes me wonder if those zombies are signed to a contract with JCW, and I wonder why we don't see them on shows like this, because they're characters, and man, the characters sprinkled in there really adds. It gives it the old-fashioned touch.
Yeah, it does.
I got allergies, nothing sticking out of my nose, right? I don't want to be on camera for another 15 minutes.
So
that leaves us at 25.
One of the commentators had mentioned that Mark Briscoe's never seen something like this in Sussex County, Delaware, on a chicken farm. So I just had to throw that in there.
Unless it came from a UFO.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So that was a crazy match. Lio Rush's little like character bits throughout the match with the talking to Mark Briscoe and then like the run that he does.
Before they started
yeah,
all
oh
of
my
those
gosh,
theatrics.
it's so crazy.
It's great.
It's insane.
He won it's crazy how good he is at it.
Yeah, it's
and that was a great match because of Briscoe too playing.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, they were both playing into it. So Mark Briscoe ended up with a victory there, and then he grabbed a mic and he started cutting a promo on MJF. So he wanted to take everybody back, but especially MJF, to January 2023 when his brother passed away, and then it was his birthday. And then a week later on Jay Briscoe's birthday, he had made his AEW debut. And then he started talking about how AEW became like his therapy and wrestling became his therapy, but there was still like a void. And then that was started to get filled by the conglomeration. And then he found the joy in wrestling until MJF came back. And he's never hated another man the same way that he hates MJF. And then MJF went away and he was happy again. And now MJF's back and now he's not. So, yeah. And he said that he's going after MJF's world title and that unlike Maxwell, he's a worker. And then he was he wanted to call out MJF and his manhood. So, yep.
Something about this moist butt or something like that.
Yeah,
But that promo, man, that just, it's a reminder of them days. We bought those shirts.
Yeah.
And wore them to Ring of Honor and a couple of shows after that. But
so then we cut to Thekla, which, what a change up.
She's awesome on the mic.
Yeah, she's great.
She is really something, man.
So she emerged from the crowd and immediately started roasting everybody. And then she was flanked by Sky Blue and Julia Hart. And then she had talked about how she made a promise that if anybody from Stardom ever came to AEW, she would burn the company to the ground. So then she started talking about how each member of their little trio has a different goal, and that Sky Blue is going to win the Owen, Julia Hart is going to take back her TBS title, and she's going to take down, Thekla is going to take down Stardom. So then she said that she's not declaring war, she's declaring death. And then they
She's good on the mic and good on the camera.
Yeah. So they had like walked down from the crowd and then around and then back up the walkout. And then Sky Blue and Julia Hart pulled out a ladder. And I was like, what the heck? What was going on? So then Thekla climbs up the ladder and there's a little Stardom logo because of where they have like the Forbidden Door, like little like projection thing. I don't want to call it a poster, but like that's what it is.
Cool. It's a digital poster.
Yeah.
On the screen.
Yeah, so she climbs up and then she spits on the Stardom logo.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was entertaining.
Looked like it left a good mark too. Like it was legit.
Yeah.
The whole promo was legit. What'd you guys think about that?
Yeah.
She's solid on the mic and can look you in the camera and change her expressions, and her voice is, got loads of inflection, and there's something to her.
She's got a little spark.
Yeah, it's not just air coming out.
Yeah. Then we cut to the back with Will Ospreay, and the Death Riders are like all surrounding him, and they're giving Daniel Garcia's trying to give a little pep talk, but Jon Moxley steps up and he starts giving a pep talk, and then he mentions that Mark Davis is not a movie monster. He's just a guy that he's beat before. And then Jon Moxley mentions that he doesn't like the gang warfare that's been going on. But that's not anything for Will Ospreay to worry about, because he'll take care of that.
I like how they're them and the Don Callis family.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because that's two good groups to do that with. And man, I really like them Death Riders. I really do. They go in there and he's getting like that little massage and pep talk, and then, it was a great promo.
Yeah.
It was a great segment.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to see Will making this change like this.
Yeah.
I think it's great, man. Who knows where it's going to go? There's stories in AEW, man.
Yeah. The whole show is really like entertaining to watch. I'm not bored.
It's a great TV
it's a
show.
good mix of different segments. Like there's a lot of matches, but there's still a lot of stuff that builds up to each match, and then you get the little backstage segments, and you get things throughout the show that correlate to matches that are later on. Like this match,
it's
the
really
Will Ospreay Mark
well.
Davis match is the main event, but you're already hearing about it. Like it's nice. I don't know, I like it.
I really feel like they got that show just smoothed out, like it's running like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It feels like,
I agree.
You don't, I'm not worried about being, I know I'm looking at a good show.
Yeah.
When we're going to be watching it.
Yeah. Then we cut to an Andrade El Idolo match versus DK Van Du. So during Andrade's walkout, he had to throw a little selfie in there. And he gets in the ring, he starts beating up on him. And then he could have had the victory, but he wanted to dish out a little more punishment first. But it was still a pretty quick match.
I really love this version of Andrade.
Yeah, it's funny. It's entertaining.
Great,
it's also
man.
a character.
It's great, yeah. It's great. AEW is really firing.
Yeah.
That's awesome to see. I can't wait till they come around so we can go in person and see what the shows are like when you're there.
Too. I don't know. So after the match, Andrade got a hold of the mic and he starts talking to MJF and he's like, now that you have the title, I want it. And earlier in the night, he had beat his best friend, his hermano, Roosh. And then he goes into his whole, like, do you think you could beat me, the real Latino man, and all that stuff. And then Don Callis walks out with Jake Doyle. And really completely ignores Andrade and puts a damper on his fight for the title.
He gave him a little
bit of a brush off.
But first he gave him a little, like, way to go. And then it was just like, left him standing there.
Yeah.
To where Andrade's even like,
yeah.
You can see him like,
yeah, at one point he
in
like
the
threw
corner
down
of
his
the camera,
microphone. Like he was like, okay.
Don Callis is running that family like a jackass.
Yeah.
He doesn't appreciate some of them people.
No.
I ran a team of real people, guys. So I know what it's like to deal with personalities and stuff like that. I know what it's like when I see people being unappreciated.
So then we have another transition from the matches because Don Callis, after he appears, says that he wants to introduce the newest member of the Don Callis family, which is the Jet Kevin Knight. So then
he was so excited a gun came out of his mouth. Did you see that?
Oh my gosh. I was like, what the heck? Just flew.
Yeah, I watched the...
oh my gosh.
I think that they put these cool 2-minute clips on there, which was what I watched today. We watched the show, and then we watched the show again. You did your notes. Today I was like, my brain could use some of them 2-minute clips. And then I see that gum fly out.
That's so crazy.
Hey, man, just roll on.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
Yep. So then we have the Kevin Knight walkout, Speedball walkout, and then it's the Kevin Knight versus Speedball Mike Bailey match for the TNT Championship.
Freaking great match.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like, they're both super athletic.
Yeah,
and
I really like Mike Bailey. I know I was busting on him about that. Apparently now we watched some of his vlog.
Oh, yeah, we watched his vlog. And
he said it was...
no, he had been talking about how him
and Vedas,
were watching Star Wars. And then, but he said that he would unintentionally made it look like Star Wars.
Well, hey, however that happened,
whatever.
You know, I'm just doing it lighthearted because it's wrestling. Yeah. But I really like Mike Bailey.
I mean,
we
as far
first
as
saw
I'm
him
concerned,
in TNA.
he's another character. Like, I like watching him. He's fun.
We first saw him in TNA. Remember when he came speeding out, speedball, and he came flying the hell out of there?
With that, like, exhibition.
And people were loving him.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that guy, including me.
Yeah. You could tell that they know each other well, too, him and Kevin Knight. Because,
what a great match.
Yeah, wow. Like, they were just, like, bouncing off each other the whole time. It was really fun to watch. And this is
where I was, like, saying to myself, when we do this podcast, I'm going to be able to say this Mark Briscoe and Leo match was my favorite of the night.
Yeah.
And then this match happened. I was like, I'm not going to be able to say that because it was ridiculously good.
Yeah, for sure. So Kevin Knight ended up with the victory there after a crash landing for Speedball Mike Bailey. That looked absolutely awful. It looked horrible.
It was a rough match.
Yeah. So Kevin Knight gets hold of the mic too, and he starts talking about how he had to get rid of the dead weight that was holding the jet down, and so he joined the Don Callis family to go straight to the top and become Kevin Two Belts. So
let's see how this works out. Well, let's see. There's no guarantees over there.
Yeah,
because he's still got to contend with his competition right on his own team.
Yeah,
The teams, they compete with each other.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Not being led properly.
No. I'm trying to think. This might have been where it was. Oh, wait, no. Okay. We'll get to what I was thinking of a little bit later. But it has to do with that whole thing. So then we go to the back with the dogs and Renee Paquette. And they were celebrating their new 5-second pose with, and how they took the guns down instead of guns up, and how they have 5-second brews and 5-second kazoos.
Yeah, it's cheesy, but I love it, man.
No, it's funny.
You need that cheesy part in
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah. I mean,
and they're genuine badasses. So it's like, it's perfect.
Yeah. So then Matt and Nick Jackson come out, and
Yeah,
they're talking about how annoying they are.
That should be a great match.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be really good. So then they start talking about how they're the new guys and they're trying to make an impression and they get it, but they're not next in line because as far as Matt Jackson's concerned, he can't see how the Bullet Club's worst leader and his tag team partner, Timu Adam Page, again with the Hangman reference, are going to win the belts. So, yeah, then they call them out for like a number one contenders match on Dynamite. And then the dogs say that the number one contenders will wrestle when they want to, and they walk out. So,
what do you think's going on with Hangman, guys?
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Hawaii or something like that? 2
mentions in his home state.
Yeah, is he coming back soon?
Where is he? What
do you guys think?
I wonder. Then we go to MJF and Renee Paquette, and let's see. They're talking about who. MJF is like, well, who doesn't want a shot at my belt because it's the most important championship in all of professional wrestling. And then he's talking to Mark Briscoe in particular, and he's saying that he's not going to get a match, and he doesn't know how many times he has to say it, but no match for you, you bunkin'. And then he says that it's for generational talents like him, not Mark Briscoe. So that concludes there a little bit.
I just want to, are you in the middle of something?
No.
Okay, I want to go back on this Hangman thing.
Yeah.
In case you haven't heard, my prediction is...
Oh, yeah.
He comes back and he paints the town red, like that old Clint Eastwood movie. Now, he comes back as some form of a ghost of himself.
Yeah.
As the heel Hangman. And then he can't just short match MJF because that's already happened.
Yeah.
So MJF's going to get tortured.
Yeah.
By the ultimate heel Hangman who comes back to paint AEW red.
Yeah. He lost in a Texas death match, and MJF had been saying that he can't challenge for the championship in this life. Like, I'm pretty sure that there was a specific in this life. So.
And one of those Clint Eastwood movies, guys, I don't remember exactly the name of it, but he comes back as like a ghost and he paints the town red. It's like this revenge movie.
Yeah.
That's what I think's coming with old Hangman.
We got to watch some of them.
They're great. You loved this when you were little and you're like, we got to watch this again.
They were so cool. All right, anyway. Then we go to Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament women's match. Alex Windsor versus the wild card, who turned out to be Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, I'm glad she's back.
Yeah. So they also announced that the TBS championship will be determined in a survival of the fittest match, I believe next week.
Oh, cool.
I think. But I could be wrong. Double check me on that, guys. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I mean, that match was insane, too.
Yeah.
Like,
it was.
All the matches were just crazy.
She's no joke. Neither one of them is, but I really respect Mercedes.
Yeah.
She's really no joke, man. What she did over there and decided that's it. And she bet on herself.
We saw the last time that
we were there in person.
Moné and Sasha Banks and Naomi were in a tag team because we were there. And then
was
the
that
next
the
week,
13th, Friday the 13th show?
I think so. I think so.
Or was it after that? But anyway, go ahead. I don't want to totally interrupt you. Keep talking, Ben. About what you were going to say with this.
No, I was just going to say, and then they did their walkout on before Raw.
And we were like, holy.
Yeah. That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I respect it.
Because you had just talked me into wrestling. Not that long before that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. But
not long at all.
Yeah, and so I was all getting my brain back into wrestling, and then I pulled that move, and I was like, holy moly.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do?
Yeah, it was
like,
cool.
I couldn't imagine it happening in the old days, but
no.
we're in the new days now. Hey, she bet on herself, and it's paid off.
Yeah.
Good, pal.
So Mercedes Moné won that match, and then she had Alex Windsor in some sort of, like, hold. I think they called it the statement maker, and she wouldn't let go after the match was over. So then she's going to face the winner of Persephone versus Hazuki. And then they played a little video package for Divine Dominion versus Ty J for their match on this Saturday on Collision, because they are going to have a tag team championship match. Really good, really well put together package.
Well, yeah. I agree.
And then we go to the back with Don Callis and Kazuchika Okada with Renee Paquette. And so Don Callis starts talking about how this is huge news for the Don Callis family, that Kevin Knight's here and that everyone's talking about it. And Don Callis is just a magnet for the gold. And it just comes to him. And then he says that he's going to make Kevin Knight the greatest TNT champion of all time, which kind of threw me off because Kyle Fletcher was the TNT champion and he wants his belt back.
There's already trouble brewing on that.
What the heck, guys? What the heck?
There's already trouble brewing.
I think it's great. Yeah, I think we're going to see a Don Callis custody battle pretty soon between...
That dude loves controversy.
Yeah, there's going to be some sort of this town ain't big enough for the both of us between Kyle Fletcher.
That's what he's really running over
Kevin
there, controversy factory, though he's elevating people.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, he is a magnet for the gold, so.
No, and for real. I think he's actually elevating the talent.
For sure. I mean, there are some people that are in that faction that, like, I probably wouldn't have given a second glance just because of where they were at in the position, like, where they were on the card and everything.
As far as
Don
being
Callis
where they are
breathing
now.
life into them.
Yeah, and it just... I feel like they're further along than they would be without him.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah.
You're one of them youngsters. You talk different than me.
Moving on.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, and then Kazuchika Okada was saying that the international title doesn't belong in a backpack, and he's going to take it back from Konosuke Takeshita. Then we go to Tommaso Ciampa, who is in the back, and he's talking to Chris Jericho, and he's saying that he's home because he beat him up and all this stuff, and that the fans welcome Jericho back with open arms, but then reality struck, because while he was gone, Ciampa came, and now he's ready to cut the head off the snake of Chris Jericho. And he's a patient man with a long list, referring to his
that's a long list.
His list of reasons why he hates Jericho. And he tells Jericho to stay away and lick his wounds. And if he returns, he'll be waiting for him unless he strikes first.
That whole long list, that's all about Chris Jericho, that whole list?
Yeah, apparently.
You gotta be an interesting guy to have.
1,004, actually. My bad.
How interesting of a guy do you need to be for someone to have that kind of list on you?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Then we go to the main event of the evening, Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis. So Mark Davis still has an eye patch on, and at one point, Will Ospreay used it as like a slingshot to throw in his face, which I thought was really funny. Again, hard-hitting match, fast-paced. Both of them are crazy. You could tell that they both know each other well, too. And, I mean, yeah, there was a styles clash on Mark Davis that, again, looked like he was gonna kill him. But he didn't, so it's okay. At one point, Paul Turner got nailed, and then the Don Callis family came out, took advantage.
It wasn't as bad as that Samoan Joe.
No, because the Samoa Joe one, he
there was an adjustment
a little
in there.
bit.
And when you're adjusting with a guy like Samoa Joe, it's huge.
With
compared
his
to
head
Ospreay,
literally
especially.
a foot and a half, if that, off the ground.
And then there was an adjustment.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That was the part that I was like, I thought he was going to kill Joe.
Yeah, really scary. So then Don Callis family came out and they started taking advantage. And one of the commentators said that this is not what this tournament is about. And they were very passionate about it because it's true. It's not.
That is the truth.
I mean, come on. Like, spitting in the face of Owen. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. The Death Riders came out and they had Will Ospreay's back. I have to say. Just like they promised.
What they say, the original Death Rider?
Oh, yeah. Jon Moxley.
And that wasn't your typical melee.
No, it
wasn't.
Was
really well done.
It was really well done. It felt like a pay-per-view in the way that they stacked it. Like, there was layering. Yeah. When, like, everybody was coming out, like, that felt like it would be a pay-per-view main event ending.
Yeah, it was well done. It wasn't just run out there and...
Yeah, it wasn't just, like, everybody all at once either. Like, there were, like, some people from each coming... Oh, sorry. There were, like, some people from each side coming out, and then... at one point, Pac had sent Paul Turner back in for the to count to 3, and then Jake Doyle had pulled him out. So, like, it was very, like, intricate, the ending. And then just when you thought Will Ospreay was going to take the win, Kyle Fletcher had to come out and do a half and half on him from behind. And then, he had a screwdriver in his hand, and then he dropped the screwdriver because Konosuke Takeshita came out, and then him and the two of them were fighting. And then Mark Davis picked up the screwdriver and went to hit Will Ospreay, but Will Ospreay hit him with a hidden blade, and it disarmed him, and then the screwdriver went flying. It was so funny, guys. Like, I literally laughed. Like,
yeah, you did.
It was so good. It was so funny. So then Bryce Remser came out, and then at the very end, Will Ospreay had Mark Davis in a death ground armbar, and then he tapped out.
It was a wild match.
Yeah. So now Ospreay's going to face the winner of Brody King versus Swerve Strickland at Forbidden Door.
That was one that
for the final.
Ospreay was going to get
the
screws with the screwdriver.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get beat for a second. I got scared because I was like, wow, this is like, ooh.
So what you guys think of that show?
Yeah.
Drop us some comments down below.
Yeah.
And we're going to read them next episode.
Yes, we are. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I'm going to hit the music.
Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please share this. We're growing organically, and we really appreciate you guys watching us. Thanks very much. We couldn't do it without you.
Yeah.
We could. That's what we used to do. We used to sit on the couch and talk wrestling.
Yeah,
but you went to school
for
journalism. You decided to go to school for journalism.
Yeah.
When you couldn't become a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's another story for another time.
Yeah, if you want that one,
stick around.
A comment and we'll get to it someday.
We'll tell you maybe next time or the time after. If you want to hear the story, there's a backstory to this whole thing.
Bye.
Yo ho to mistletoe.
Oh boy.
I'm ready when you are, pal.
All right.
How's
Should I unplug that air conditioning too?
Nah.
Okay.
It's gonna get too hot. It's mid-90s here, man. At the barn. We're in our little capsule. We're gonna race the heat. Right?
Yes. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Right.
Does everything look all right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. 3, 2. Very good. There he goes. 3.
Right on cue.
3, 2, 1.